Hi there, how you guys? This is Nisha. Remember, this series is about forgiveness. This is so exciting and so amazing that we can still forgive, because we're still alive. So then we can just try the forgiveness and move forward and still, accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. So if you haven't seen those other series, I have them listed, and then I'm telling you, that I'm going to put them in a bundle so we can, look at them later. We can have like a little, let me make sure that's looking right. And have, put that in a bundle so we can have like a thing that we can kind of go through, like a little workbook or something that we can go through and practice this forgiveness because it can relieve a lot of tension and a lot of pressure in our lives. So hopefully you guys are having a great day today. And I am the Nisha Weston on Instagram and Facebook. So on Facebook and YouTube, but I have videos on YouTube and Instagram where I keep active. So I just wanted to say that. And we talk about all things feminine, starting from the inside out, forgiveness, no hate, no gossip. And we also want to live right. We want to eat healthy. We want to, if we want to start a business. So it's all about, being feminine and being in our natural state of femininity. So I just want to make sure that all that's looking okay. Okay, so this week, like I said, this series is about forgiveness. So today we are talking about the gift of forgiveness and what it gives you. The gift of forgiveness and what it gives you. And I want to start off, I've been starting off with this, give me a 1. So today I want you to give me a 1 if you promise not to live in the past. Give me a 1 if you promise not to live in the past. So, and I want to thank you guys for, tuning in if you're watching it live or if you're watching this in the replay or in the class in the series. I want to, thank you for that because it starts with us. It starts with us living right and what we want to do for ourselves and what we want to do for those around us. So I want to thank you guys for that. So let's begin. Let's talk about forgiveness and what it gives to you. So it's like the gift that keeps on giving. All right. So forgiveness is healthy and a logical choice for several reasons. So let's talk about that. Okay, because we want to be the best type of feminine woman we want to be. All right, so living in the past steals your present and it taints your future. Okay, so it messes up what you got going on. So if you got some goals that you want to accomplish, if you got some things that you want to get through, not forgiving can stunt that growth. Not forgiving can stunt that growth. So every moment spent in the past is lost. So if you're thinking about, and I believe we talked about this before, if you just kind of think about what's going on, like all the time, what's going on in the past, let's forget that. You can't get over past relationships or past feelings or past emotions. We can kind of, lose ourselves if we kind of keep thinking about what happened to us in our childhood or what someone has done for us. So we can get lost in that. So if you kind of get over that and not think about so many things that, we haven't, didn't accomplish, what somebody said against us or what somebody thought, whatever, just get over that because it can stop you from living the way you want to live. So I was looking up some things about like the gifts. So gifts are things that make us feel good. It gets us in a good light. So think of like forgiveness as, that gift that's always, given to us, that's like free, that we just have to like change our mindset when it comes to that we can just receive easily. Okay. Think of it as something that you're receiving easily. That's not going to, taint you, that's not going to hurt you, that's going to lift you up. So think of forgiveness as that. Think of forgiveness as something that we can cherish and we can hold dear to us, that we can just accept for right now. So think of forgiveness like that. Let's make forgiveness cool. Let's make forgiveness something that, we can strive for, and it can just put us on a higher plane and a higher light. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, so forgiveness The gift of forgiveness, it's failing to forgive creates misery or discomfort or non-growth. So creating and maintaining negative thoughts doesn't feel good. Pleasant thoughts, right? We like pleasant thoughts, support and give us a great mood. So when you're thinking about forgiveness, it put us in a good mood, in the right frame of mind, knowing that we don't want to hold something against someone, knowing that we want to put things in the right reference to live a valuable and a prosperous life. Okay. So, you want to be in that good mood. And so another gift that forgiveness gives us is it'll help us be stronger. It'll help us maintain being stronger. So if something, like I said, is not going your way, something that you need to, forgive somebody for, whatever it is you want to accomplish. So if you're going through something, you're saying, okay, so I want to be able to get over this. And maybe you keep going over it again and again. It's because you haven't learned that lesson. So when you learn that lesson, then you'll be able to accomplish more. You'll be able to be stronger. Because when you go to the gym, I know when I first was going to the gym lifting weights, I know that I couldn't start building my biceps with like 40 pounds, 50 pounds. I know I had to start with 5, then I had to start with 10, 15. So it's like you're getting stronger the more that you forgive, the more that you know that it can just renew you. Okay, not that I'm saying you have to go and, to everybody to their face and forgive them. Let me make sure that's right. Not that we have to go to everybody's face and, forgive. I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you. It doesn't work that way. You don't have to do that. Having that forgiving spirit. Not that I'm saying you were a weakling or that you a chump or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, it'll help you be stronger in your life, how you deal with things, how things, you're perceived, all of that. So once you do that forgiving, it can make you stronger. You make better decisions. You'll be able to, be healthier and happier. But we'll go on into that, more so in this series. Okay. Okay. So the more you are willing to forgive, the more that you'll be forgiving. Okay. And so then number 4 is the past cannot be changed, but you can change your attitude. So instead of looking at things as somebody's doing something towards you, if you're looking at something that people like, I can't stand them, whatever, change your attitude when it comes to that. Okay, so so I know it was me not knowing, like not being mature when it comes to like how people were treating me like at work, or not how, people were treating me when I was growing up. So you mature more, and then you're able to say, okay, so they're going through that situation. Then I can go I'm going through this situation. And so then, those two can meld together, and you'll say, okay, let me look at it this way, because they're going through something, and I have to like be more of an understanding spirit, understanding person, because they're going through something. So you can't change them. You can't change the past. Excuse me. You can't change the past, but you can forgive and change your attitude as to how you look at things. Because even though you may be level-headed when it comes to certain things, they may not be mature when it comes to things. Okay, let me stop and get some water. Okay, but you can change your attitude into how you're looking at things. So we're talking about that, living in the present, and not, taking it personally, because, when you're out here dealing with people, okay, they're going through God knows what. They're going through God knows what. And we don't, is that bothering me? Is that kind of trying to do its own thing? Okay. So, we just have to, we're accepting people, not that we want that bad, attitude toward us, because we don't want that. We don't want somebody's bad attitude toward us, and we don't have to take that. However, knowing how to deal with them, if they're in your family or something like that, knowing how to deal with that person, can make it, make it better for you. Not that I'm saying, let me repeat this. You're not taking a bad behavior from someone, but you're just knowing how to deal with it, okay? Change your attitude when it comes to how people, you're dealing with people. Not to be ran over, because we're not doormats, okay? But you're learning how to deal with people, okay? Change your attitude. Because believe me, people are not really necessarily doing something against you. It's that they're dealing with what they have going on in their lives, okay? And then the number 5 is, you're running to them sooner or later. So learning how to deal with them now can prepare you to deal with them later, okay? Learning how to deal with them now. If you need to handle them, like the old folks say, with a long handle spoon, then that's what you have to do. We are, we're getting along, but we're not being doormats. We are not doormats. We're feminine women. And then that is not a weakness. That is actually a strength, because people can't, whatever their feelings are, can't toss you to and fro. That's not going to happen, because that's not, we don't want that. That's not going to happen. Okay. Number 6 is, all of us make mistakes. All of us make mistakes. So then that's the gift that you're like, okay, I'm going to forgive them. They making errors, but constantly, over and over again, they're not doing something directed towards you. Then, you have to put them in their place and you have to distance yourself. But, we allow them to make mistakes. But, when it's just directed toward us over and over again, we can't stand for that. We're not going to do that, okay? So living a perfect life and making perfect choices, that can be possible. Making positive life decisions, but we're not going to let people be, just walk all over us, okay? Mistakes happen, but you forgive, and then you say, okay, let's talk about this. Let's get this out in the open. Let's talk about this and be mature adults, and, let's work through this. So that's what that forgivingness does. That's what that, that feminine woman does, direct it and then move on, direct it, confront it, talk about it, and then move forward, right? That's what's going to happen. Okay. And forgiveness is the best form of revenge. So they know that you don't have that control over, they don't have that control over you. They don't have that control over you. So if someone, upsets you, okay, forgiveness is the best policy. And then you release that from you, because you're not, putting all that stress and strain on your life, on you. That's on them. That's on them. So give them that revenge. That revenge is you living a good life. You living a healthy life. You living a life, you taking care of yourself, your body, your mind, your family, all of that. So that's the best revenge, is living a good life. Making sure you maintaining yourself, not caring about what they have to say about you. That is the great part about it. You're not caring what they're saying about you. That's their issue. Their issue is their issue. If they have things that they need to work out, however they can, that's on them. We're living the best life we can live, okay? By being healthy, happy, confronting issues and getting over it. Okay, because we, take care of things and then we get over it. Okay, so that's your best form of revenge. That's the issue. And I remember now, give me a 1 if you promise not to live in the past. Because once they've done something to you, you confront it. Don't live in the past. Like they say, squash it and get it over with. That's it. All right. All right. And the next one is your health will improve. And this is one that I really wanted to get to, because it definitely will. Because if you're living in the past, if you're like dealing with what they've given out, forgive all that. Forgive all that. Okay. This is what will happen once you have that gift of forgiveness, forgiving, them. And this is what the gift of forgiveness will give to you. Okay. Healthier relationships, lower blood pressure, stronger immune system, improved heart health, higher self-esteem. Okay. Higher self-esteem. Once you don't let all that stuff bother you, because it's really not worth it. You want a healthy life. It is definitely not worth it. Okay. And forgiveness is fast. This is another thing. Once you forgive this, you put that out in the environment, in the atmosphere, it is definitely fast. Okay. Time heals the wounds, but it can take a long time. But forgiveness is instantaneous. Isn't that amazing? Instantaneous. There's no faster way to enhance your mood than a simple act of forgiveness. Because I'm like, okay. Because one thing I know with my mom, it's like, okay, she's like, okay, forgive me. I made a mistake. Let's move on. And I'm like, okay. So then, once I started practicing that, I was like, oh, okay. It's all squashed. And then the person, you're dealing with another mature person. It's all squashed. It's all like gone in the past. It's over with. Okay. Forgiveness is fast, effective, and free. Okay. May not need a therapist for that. May not need one. When you forgive, okay, it is, okay, remember this, fast, effective, and free. Okay, take advantage of it. Take advantage of that. Fast, effective, and free. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up now. But the fastest way to heal any transgression, okay, against you is forgive. That's the best way. Let me say it again. The fastest way to heal any transgression against you is to forgive. All right. So you guys, I'll be sure to give me a 1 if you promise not to live in the past. Give me that 1 if you promise not to live in the past. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, The Nisha Weston, and also I put videos up about femininity on YouTube as well, The Nisha Weston. Thank you guys so much. And I'm going to make sure that this is all put together, and then we can just have this like in the series, you can just all just be played back to back, and just something that you can work with on forgiveness, because as feminine women, one of the best traits that we have is to forgive. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And I want you to have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.